Good morning, everyone. It's Anifa Menon from hearthealthbrainhealth.com, encouraging healthy grieving and mindful actions. Today, I thought I would share with you the experience that I had in terms of communication with Robin Williams. And again, this sounds so funny in itself, so ironic, right? Speaking about Robin Williams. In terms of movies, I'm not a big movie watcher, but I can tell you that there's a few movies of his that I've liked. And two specifically have really touched my heart. So one of them was Dead Poet Society, and the other was Patch Adams. And I don't know if you've seen those movies, but if you haven't, I'd encourage you to see them. To me, they were most meaningful, and it might make sense to you because, of course, one is about teaching and one is about medicine, and those are my two passions. And I find that so interesting. In any case, I work with energy work, as you know, or some of you know. And when I'm working with energy work with a client, I will often get messages from what I believe is their soul speaking. And I share these messages with the client to help their current life experience. And when I meditate for myself, of course, I get messages that are directed to me. And this doesn't mean that it happens every time I meditate. It doesn't mean that I'm looking for a message. I allow things to arrive as they should. And it's always interesting to me because sometimes it's just someone who's on my mind that message will come through for, or it will be someone who I haven't been thinking about at all, like Robin Williams. Now, the message that I got, first of all, I will share with you a few quotations from him today. The first one is by him specifically, and he says, I try to make sense of things, which is why, I guess, I believe in destiny. There must be a reason that I am as I am. There must be. And I love that. And I think, again, there's something about Robin Williams that, a lot of actors take on roles that they can relate to. And I believe that he did for some, and as many actors would. But of course, the ones that stood out to me are the ones that I mentioned. And when he's speaking like this, where I realize that he's a deep thinker. Now, it was years ago that I would have thought he was a deep thinker. Maybe it was soon after Dead Poet Society, but I can tell you that I know that movies are scripted by others, but there is something that I connect with energies of people, and even then I was. And there was something that I found so meaningful about the work he was doing. Now, you might know that a lot of comics, make sure that everyone around them is laughing while they're going through something not so easy themselves. And I think Robin Williams definitely was in this sort of situation because some people know that he battled depression. And of course, I know that more messages will come from this connection that I have received. And it's so interesting that I feel like there are energies in the universe that are on the same vibration as me. And when I received a message, literally it was about me having fun. And it's funny because I was getting that just in general from the universe of just enjoy life and have fun. Don't forget to have fun, that sort of idea. And then the message from Robin Williams felt very similar, but it was kind of like because we have a similar energetic sense. And I'd like to think that it's because of the wisdom and the humor. Lucky for me, at least at this time in my life, I love to laugh, and I think he did too. I think he loved to laugh and to see others laugh, and I love to see others laugh too. And to have contributed to that is always such a beautiful feeling. It's always a beautiful feeling to also feel, like truly feel the laughter ourselves. And, from learning laughter yoga to help clients to just having my silly humor, I can tell you that I really do enjoy the experience. So I'm definitely in the moment. But it was very interesting to hear this message from Robin Williams, which again also touched my heart that he reached out to let me know this. So I thought I'd share another quotation from you, or from Robin Williams with you. And this one is from Patch Adams, and I love, love, love this movie. Now, you know that I work with grief recovery. So, grief recovery, of course, we look at death a fair amount and we look at loss in any sort, but I really liked this quotation from that movie. This is what he said in that movie. He said, "What's wrong with death, sir? What are we so mortally afraid of? Why can't we treat death with a certain amount of humanity and dignity and decency, and God forbid, maybe even humor? Death is not the enemy, gentlemen. If we're going to fight a disease, let's fight one of the most terrible diseases of all, indifference." And you know, he was speaking to a hospital board in this movie. And I thought that was so meaningful, that this indifference. Now, you know, everyone in healthcare is caring about health, right? That's why we do the work that we do. Well, I'm going to let you know that the next book that I bring out is going to be talking about healthcare professionals and our uh, actions, our thoughts, our words that relate to our patients, and how it makes a difference, and how many can pull into a spot of indifference unconsciously. So, in any case, today I wanted to share this quotation with you so you know how I'm thinking about this. And I would love for you to sit and think about perhaps something deeper today about this sense of purpose, right? And how we all have our sense of purpose and we all can share it with each other. And maybe there's humor and wisdom related to how I express and how I enjoy working with both medicine and educating. And there'll be something about you. Today, I'd love for you to sit for 5 minutes and think, what is it that I make sure that in every experience that I'm in, I do this because it is me? So, with that idea in mind to do for 5 minutes after this video, I'd like to finish with a quotation from Dead Poets Society. And this quotation says, "You must strive to find your own voice because the longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all." And I so believe this. So this is what I'm hoping that I'm encouraging you to do. Find your own voice, be you, have a fabulous day, and remember, transform your mind and transform your life. Have a great day, everyone.